Do you struggle with anger, holding grudges, forgiving people, losing your temper, and rage? In this video, I'm going to share with you the number one most powerful remedy that I have found for overcoming anger. But before I tell you exactly what that is, I want to tell you a story from my own life. In 2020, when the pandemic was going on, I got really into playing the guitar because what else was I going to do? So I decided that I was going to invest in a really nice guitar. I got a Taylor guitar for over $1,000 and I absolutely loved it. I would play it basically every day and I loved the way it sounded and it was perfect for everything that I needed. Turns out somebody broke into our back door, took my guitar, my roommate's guitar, and my roommate's safe and then left. They completely just robbed us. And at that moment, I feel like God gave me a very particular grace. So as soon as I saw that, I immediately forgave him with the entirety of my heart as much as I possibly could, because I saw it as an opportunity for me to gain the mercy of Jesus Christ. This is a theme all throughout the scriptures. The judgment that you give is the judgment that you get. So when I was able to see that, I poured out as much mercy as I could upon that person, and I stopped seeing it as an occasion of me being wronged and started to see it as an opportunity of me gaining the mercy of God and getting rid of some of my purgatory time, hopefully all of it. I'll tell you one more story from my own life to really illustrate God's providence and the fact that he uses even these things that we hate to make us holy. I was driving to work last August in my car, and through a series of unfortunate events, the car in front of me slammed on their brakes, the car in front of them slammed on their brakes, and I was the last one who wasn't able to stop, so I rear-ended this Jeep Liberty, and it completely totaled my car. I look around and I make sure that I'm not about to get hit by a car from behind. I'm safe enough. I'm in the middle of the road, but I'm not in imminent danger. And once again, I felt God giving me the grace to say, "Blessed be God." Because in that moment, I was able to see that something bad had happened. I had lost my car. But God was going to use that bad thing to bring about something even greater. And after the insurance money came through for my car, which was completely totaled, I was okay, but the car was not. After the insurance money came through, that was the financial boost that we needed in order for me to start doing this YouTube channel full time. And now every day I have people messaging me, telling me that they appreciate my work or that something I've said in the YouTube video has stuck with them and helped them to make decisions in their life. So that just illustrates that even these small moments, even these catastrophic moments that we go through that sometimes make us angry, make us impatient, make us wish we had somebody else's cross and not our own. If we can reframe that in our mind and remember that at every moment God is offering us more grace than we are capable of handling. At every moment, God is using those inconveniences, those small little thorns in your side. He's using those to sanctify us. And I'll close with this, and this is a really important point to get down if you do struggle with anger. St. John of the Cross was once advising somebody spiritually, and this nun wrote to St. John and said, "If it weren't for these sisters in my convent, I could be really holy. They're so annoying. I'm trying to pray and she's tapping her foot. I'm trying to pray and she's twiddling her thumbs. I'm trying to pray and she's tapping the wood on the back of the pew, and it's so distracting. If it weren't for these annoying sisters in my convent, I would be very, very holy." And St. John of the Cross, in his wisdom, writes back and says, "No, sister, it is not in spite of those things that God wants you to become holy. It is because of those things that God wants you to become holy. It's not in spite of those tiny crosses that God gives you, but it's because of those tiny crosses that God wants to make you holy." And so if you can see each of those instances where you're being wronged, each of those instances where you're being annoyed, where somebody is treating you unjustly, you can see those crosses not as something holding you back from holiness, but as God's means of sanctifying you and bringing you to himself. You'll be able to see the entire world in a different light, and you'll be able to see God's providence acting in your life. And for a limited time, I'm getting to know my audience better. If you would like to schedule a call with me to chat to see if there's anything I can do to help you, then click on the link in the description. We can set up a call, and I'll see you there.